Hello, tech fans. I'm Kelly Basie, and this is another week of the Gem Factor. Wait for it. Bam, that's a gem, and this is a factor. Okay, well, what is the Gem Factor? Great question. We do this week after week, and we feature one job that's really important, and it's really important to you because we're sending it to you, and we're making this video all for you because it's something that's probably in line with your experience, reason why you want to quit your job for this job, and something that's probably local in the market that you're serving in, and maybe pays better. And dare I go on? I won't, but we will in a second. So we make these videos to showcase awesome jobs, and we want you to see them, and then what we want you to do from there is apply. Call us, talk to us, and so that we can get you in front of really having more conversations about this job. And we have a whole team of people here that are in line with understanding what you look for in the IT market. And so with that, we're going to get started. We're going to talk to you about this week's job. So wait for it. Here it comes. This week's job is a Windows analyst. All right, so what do you need for a Windows analyst? Well, let's talk about the tech stack first. So at least 5 to 7 years experience, preferably a little bit more, but we'll stick with this for now. Windows Server, so Windows Server, also Exchange 2010 or better is preferable, and also Cisco networking experience. So this is a network analyst, right? So it's someone that's going to be hands-on in the technical realm. It's going to be supporting, monitoring, maintaining, installing, configuring, updating, troubleshooting, all the infrastructure, right? And you're going to be working with the business side and client folks. So, you're going to be troubleshooting, but also training some of the people that maybe aren't so savvy in tech. And you got to be the main problem solver. This shouldn't be anything new. If you're doing networking right now and you're looking for that new role, here's all the hands-on stuff you need. And Cisco, that's by way of what trend always keeps going. So you need Cisco. So really, the more senior, the better for this role, honestly. Some pluses or preferred aspects of this role and experience, if you've at least have an associate's degree, but preferably a bachelor's degree, that's a plus. If you have your certifications like CompTIA Server, CompTIA Network, Cisco Networking, and Microsoft certifications, all would be a plus. It'll affect your compensation as well. We'll get to that in a second. So what do we rank this? We give this a 10 out of 10, actually, for a networking role. 10 out of 10 using this tech stack, and really the amount of kind of work you'll be having to do, you'll see, but it's going to influence more of the rankings down the road. So this is a solid job within infrastructure. All right, so then we move on to salary. So what do you get paid for this? Well, $90K for really a mid to senior level role. You're not a manager. You're not going to be even a team lead right away, though preferably going to be getting most of that experience if you already have it, so you'll be kind of hustled into that role pretty fast. So $90K with great benefits, full gamut, medical, dental, vision plans, all with that is included in this employee plan, and 2 to 3 weeks of pay time off to start. So that doesn't mean you use it in your first week, but you know what I mean. Sometimes people are like, well, you get 6 days off for the rest of the year or whatever. No, they get it. 2 to 3 weeks for your first year here, pay time off. So we rank this whole benefit package and salary actually a 9 out of 10 for a mid to senior level role. Market value, 9 out of 10. Granted, I could give it a 10 if I haven't seen anything higher than this. I have, but we see most of the jobs comparable to this. So 9 out of 10 for this role. Oh, we paused. Stingray Tech? Who's Stingray Tech? Well, let me let you in on a little bit of experience here. Stingray Tech, straight out of Hollywood. Straight out of Hollywood production. No, really. Actually, they're straight out of Cleveland, and they're the folks you need to deal with if you need any sort of video production, training involved, promotion of maybe the service that you're trying to sell or promote, or even a specific product. They're the guys. Okay, let's back out for a second so we're not such a close up here. Really though, Tim and their guys, they're great. They put this show on week after week. Great little studio in Northeast Ohio. big production work though, and they understand our vision for making sure that you know about our jobs and what we do here at Emerald, and well, they should understand yours too pretty quickly. So if you have questions or if you want to talk to them, feel free to reach out to me or just go stingraytech.com. They truly are the video experts. All right, we'll move back. So growth. So what about growth for this particular role as a Windows analyst? Well, we talk about the company's growth, talk about the industry growth, and we talk about within the role itself. This company, 30 years strong, 30 plus years, and they've been around since the 80s. It's only going up. They've only been growing. They've actually been acquiring firms that are doubling their business, and they're looking to expand their business more. Which, what does that mean for you? Well, it provides you the upward mobility and potential of new positions being created as the years go on. So sometimes businesses are just in existence to just do one thing, serve their product and their people well, and that's it. Others do it well, and then they find partnering firms and they want to acquire and kind of grow with them. They're one of those. And that means there's endless possibilities really for you as the future is concerned. And it's in the healthcare industry. And need I say more about growth? And if you're in Northeast Ohio has been super wonderfully blessed to have such great healthcare providers and a booming industry here. This goes right along with what we're doing here. So if you're not here in Northeast Ohio, you need to get here because there's no better place. Okay. LeBron James says so, but that's besides the point. All right, so what do we rank this? We rank this growth 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for, again, capacity of the industry and company as well as the role in itself. We move on to perks. So what's a perk? Well, it's a highly visible role. So what does that mean? Well, maybe you don't know it because you haven't had that chance. Well, you report directly to the VP. That means you actually are probably noticed and you have some leadership opportunities, and you can really just be seen by maybe some of your peers as being a thought leader. This is perfect. If you've been dying to do that and actually kind of get recognized and noticed for your years put in, well, this is a great role to do so. Another perk, it's on the Near East Side. So access to highways, free parking, still close enough to downtown though, and suburbia. It's kind of like splitting it between. Well, what more could you want? You have everything and more, and especially no parking fees and crazy traffic. So that's a perk, at least around here. And lastly, I kind of mentioned this a little bit earlier, but you're a decision maker. So coming in as a senior engineer, it leads to the decision making on certain tools and technology. So you're not necessarily the one that has the buying power officially. You don't have that card to swipe and whatever, but you have the buying influence. And for that, that's a perk. So overall, I'd say this is an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 because maybe a perk if you actually had that credit card and you could buy and make the final decision, but usually probably your boss is going to do that in this role, but you know where the chain of command goes and you're visible to them as well. So that's why we give it an 8 out of 10. Oh, we pause. So what's at Emerald RG on Twitter? Well, that's our Twitter page. And we're on Facebook, we're on LinkedIn. If you haven't figured out by now, we're a recruiting company and we're Emerald Resource Group. And we are passionate about people that are looking to better themselves in a career, and we're passionate about companies that are trying to really find the right fit. So if you're curious and you like what you hear so far and you want to hear what else we have and what other companies and opportunities we're talking to, well, go on our website, www.emeraldresourcegroup.com. Go to the career search function. You can look at other jobs that we have posted as well, and it talks about our process in there. But this is the time when we actually introduce, people that you'd be working with for this role. And so there's two. There's actually one, Matt, and then two, Dave. So Matt and Dave. Dave works more with the client. Matt works more with actually talking some of the candidates. So they're a pair that will be working together on this. Super passionate. Dave has been in the industry for probably 30 plus years. Matt's new to the industry, but super involved in getting out there and talking to folks and Very charismatic, both of them. So if you have questions, you want to actually email them or call them directly. Matt at emeraldresourcegroup.com and Dave at emeraldresourcegroup.com. They'll answer all the questions. They're friendly. They smile. They do not wear a tie or a sport coat every day, but they will maybe if they meet you. But polished, professionals. They truly are. They understand the passion of you as a tech leader. And enough said. Talk to them. Okay. So next, we move on to flexibility. So what about this role or about your personality needs to be a little bit flexible? Well, input. Input is key. So a lot of times you don't have the input that you want to bring to your team or where you're currently at right now. And maybe it just is like so bureaucratic that you're like, if I have a piece of input, I have to send it in an email and it takes 10 days to get reviewed by upper level management. Well, you have a lot of input when it comes to the projects and teams here and how it'll be initiated. And you actually can put a piece of your hand in selecting and acquiring new hardware and software. So we mentioned that earlier, but flexibility and determining what you're using on a day-to-day and how things are being improved, that's pretty cool. Leading the way, so you'll be actually taking on a project or two frequently and leading implementations and working directly with the people that it's going to be affecting. And I would say also occasional travel. You'll get out sometimes and meet with certain clients and maybe go away for trainings. It's not like an everyday thing where you're traveling all the time. No, not one of those. But there is, the ability to have occasional travel local. So you're not going to be flying places at all or anything like that, unless it's maybe Cisco network training, and who doesn't want to go to Cisco? Woo! Me too. Okay, so what do we rank this flexibility-wise? We actually give it a 10 out of 10 for a networking role, the ability to kind of, bring in that production and talk about what you want to be implementing, as well as just loosen up your day a little bit with talking to different people. 10 out of 10. So lastly, we have the coolness factor. So what about this opportunity is cool and notable? Well, this has been ranked as one of the best places to work in, really Northeast Ohio and in Ohio in 2015, as well as winning one of the fastest growing privately held companies. They've won it 11 times. So they are recognized for their growth, what they're doing from acquiring firms and how they're adding people on and retaining them. They're not just coming on for a year and leaving. No, they're retaining them. They're going to creating a great place to work. Say that 5 times. Dare you. Creating a great place to work. Creating a great place to work. Just kidding. All right. Tim's laughing at me right now. Hopefully you are too, because here I am talking about you and this. Enough of that. Okay. Coolness. Also, you're going to be able to lead a team of at least 2 others right now, and then the team will be growing as they acquire more business and firms and all of that. Though there's not direct reports right away, the future looks great from here. So we give this a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for coolness. They're doing everything right, and they're being recognized for it. It'd be cool if you could wear your pajamas to work. If you've watched this long enough, I always say that about everything. I don't know. There's some flexibility within that. Pajamas, fine. Probably not, because you'd actually be talking to clients and CEOs, and that's not professional. But overall, I'd say pretty good. 9 out of 10. All right, so what is the final gem ranking? We went through 6 factors. Well, what is it? Get ready. Gem ranking is a 55 out of 60. Solid ranking, folks. So what do you do from here? Well, you apply. Again, www.emeraldresourcegroup.com. Career search function. Look up Windows Analyst or Networking Analyst. You'll find it there. Tell a friend about it. Email Dave, Matt at emeraldresourcegroup.com. Share it on your Twitter, your LinkedIn. Call your mom. Tell her how excited you are, and then tell her to tell her neighbors and her friends' sons and daughters that are in networking. I don't know. Just do the right thing and get the word out there, because you care about your industry. And if it's not a fit for you, then it's a fit for somebody else. So that's what we appreciate. Every week, I love hearing about people that have shared this and watched us dance and sing sometimes. Yep, get ready. It's coming next time. But yeah, I mean, we do this because we're passionate about it. So email us, call us, whatever the case may be. This is the Gem Factor. Again, I'm Kelly Basie. We're Emerald Resource Group. We'll be back next week. Thanks so much.